Alright, now we have to talk to the dude. This dude.
Yes. Jason says that I am to cooperate with you on the final tasks necessary to launch the Great Journey.
What do you do here?
I'm the flock's resident engineer. I've always been good with machines. Jason says the Great Journey would have been impossible without me. Of course, my skills aren't much use unless I have the right materials. That's where you come in.
Wouldn't they let you work down in the launch pad?
When I joined the flock, Jason made it clear that he wanted me to supervise the repairs, not do them myself. It would be a waste of my gifts to work on just one system at a time. From up here, I've been able to supervise the entire project.
Actually, the radiation then there would kill you, Chris, because you're human. So the Great Journey will use those rockets.
Obviously. It's taken months, but I've nearly got them in working order. Soon they'll take us to the far beyond. I was skeptical at first, of course, being a man of science. But Jason is certain, and I believe in Jason.
Alright, let's do this one.
I thought we were past all that, smooth skin. But you just can't resist the chance to mess with me. Typical human. I was human once, you know. Grew up in Vault 34, northeast of here. Nice upbringing if you like assault rifles and target practice. But oh, you prefer machines that don't shoot people? Not so nice then. Who should maintain the Vault's reactor? Hauser? Mitchell? No. Make it Haversam. He likes machines. Haversam won't mind getting irradiated. Haversam won't mind mutating. He's already ugly as it is. Haversam won't mind when his hair starts falling out after a few years. There's no connection, Haversam. You're neurotic.
Yeah, he's kind of just bald. You left your bald because you were going bald?
Bald? You call this bald, Smoothskin? I'm a monster. A monster!
Jason told me himself the Great Journey is for ghouls only. You're not going.
Oh, God. You're telling me the truth, aren't you? Oh, no. How could they do this to me? For 2 years. My God, I've been a joke to them. Do you have any idea how easy it'd be for me to sabotage those rockets? That'd be a joke, huh? One hell of a joke.
That'd be murder, Chris. You're no murderer.
What, you think I'm too stupid to pull it off? I know enough to get their rockets working, don't I? So I can make them fail, too.
It's not a matter of smarts. You'd never forgive yourself.
Like I could forgive myself for getting duped like this? They used me, and now they'll throw me away.
They'd take you if they could, Chris, but you'd die.
And dying would be worse than this? Used up and thrown away like garbage?
They're going to revere you as a saint, Chris.
Oh, so I've redeemed the human race, is that it? What a crock. The human race can't stand me.
That's not true. Yeah, alright.
So, you want me to accompany you on your adventures across the wasteland, is that it?
Whoa. I didn't say that. There's a little town called Novak down the road.
Life among humans again? That's what you're suggesting? I guess it's the only chance I've got. I can't believe I'm agreeing to this, but I'll give it a try. I'll get Jason and his flock on their way, and then I'll head for Novak. Are you ready to get started? Those rockets aren't going to launch themselves.
How can I help?
I was close to completing work on the rockets before we were driven into hiding on the top floor. 2 components were missing. A quantity of isotope 239 igniting agent, and a set of thrust control modules. The igniting agent is highly radioactive and decays quickly. That's why we can't use the drums that leak down on the launch pad. It's no longer potent enough. I need you to find an intact, shielded container of the igniting agent. As for the thrust control modules, they were custom built for these rockets. They won't even launch without them.
Alright, I'll track down the igniting agent.
Very well. We don't need a huge amount. 2 to 3 liters should be enough.
What about these rocket souvenirs? This stuff inside glows.
Yes, that's isotope 239, all right. And there's enough here to launch the rockets. Now all I need is the thrust control modules.
I picked those up at Novak in their souvenir shop, by the way. Can you give me any tips for my current task?
Repcon has been ransacked so many times by scavengers, it's hard to know where the components might turn up. If they turn up. Jason has mentioned some industrial ruins to the east that are supposed to be highly radioactive.
Any tips?
Scavengers wouldn't know the value of the modules just by looking at them. If you know any junk dealers in the area, I'd start there.
Alright.
Later.
Later. So this is a quick and easy way to get out of here. Alright, now that cool rockets. Now that we're out of there, I actually do happen to know the... What the? Steady. Let's get out of this radiation. Should probably go to the doctor. Let's see, I haven't been there yet, but I know there's a junk dealer somewhere. I just don't remember where. I think it was around this area. Alright, let's find out. Alright, I guess we're heading to the checkpoint north of Novak. No vacation. No vacancy. And we're going north. I think we can run. It's a crazy man.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
Who tried to make you talk?
Confounded Nobark, you done it again. You let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know?
Is there anything interesting happening in the area?
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining.
Oh yeah? What do you think is actually going on? What do you think is actually at the factory?
Ghosts. Commie ghosts who don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit, I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth.
So you're a scientist, huh? Has anybody been acting strange lately?
I don't trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him, because it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
Too true, man. Too true. Later. And I think that's where we want to go. Oh, snap. Basura. Great.
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors.
Do you have any thrust control modules from Redcon in stock?
As it so happens, I do have some thrust modules, but they're expensive. 500 caps worth of expensive.
500 caps? You're busting my balls, lady. Busting my balls. Barter, speech, doesn't matter. 250 caps unless you think you'll find another buyer soon for a specialized part.
Fair enough. It's not like anyone's ever wanted to buy them before. 250 caps it is.
Here you go.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe reinforcement project for the combat model iBots.
What, like from Portal?
iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was cancelled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I am sending this model to the Navarro outpost. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
Crazy dog. I mean, robot.